The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, on Wednesday has reacted to the presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu comments he made about their party, which the party and its members consider as derogatory.
Ẹgbẹ́ ìbàjẹ́ àwọn bí àwọn láwọn Labour náà ṣekú.
Tinubu had the grand rally for the re-elections of the APC candidate Adegboyega Oyetola on Tuesday has said they said some are in Labour, they will remain Labourer till death. Details in the video.
Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ káyé di onílébìrà o. Àmín o. Ọlọ́run ní sọ yín di lébìrà o. Àmín o. Ire lẹ máa bá délé o. Àmín o. Ire owó. Àṣẹ. Ilé ọmọ. Àṣẹ. Ire àlùbáríkà. Àṣẹ. Ẹ̀yin ló kàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ẹ̀yin ló kàn. Àwa.
Peter Obi made the remark in Osogbo, the Osun state capital, at a mega rally to support the governorship candidate of the party, Lasum Yusuf. He said, I listened to our chairman when he said that somebody said they can labor till death. When they show you hatred, Labour Party will show them love. There is dignity in labor.
That somebody said that they can labor till death. When they show you or when they talk like that, when they show you hatred, Labour Party will show them love. There's dignity in Labour. Labour Party said we want to move Nigeria from consumption to production. You cannot do production without labor. So there's dignity in labor. And those who have labored will get their reward. That's what we want to do in Nigeria. We want to give what monkey they walk, monkey go chop. We don't want monkey to walk again, baboon go chop. Let monkey chop. We don't want anybody to die. We want them to live. We want the baboons to live. But we want them to join the monkey in walking.
Well, picturing the fact or trying to sketch the information that is on board, I can't lay hands on the reason why the presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is so afraid of the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi. Most of Tinubu rally, he focused more about criticizing the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi. I really can't get the reason why he's sidelining or not talking about PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, but focusing more to criticize Peter Obi. Well, to round it up, here is another video of Peter Obi in the North and how the Northerners giving him support about his presidential ambitions in 2023. Details in the video.
Very happy that you are an industrialist, a banker, and a business mogul. At least when we came to you, we said there is no power. You know we are not power. We are not asking for power to own our AC, but to move our machines. So when we came to you, we said the market is so poor. You know how you feel as a businessman. So we are going to vote with our conscience. We are going to vote with the plight of our people in mind. And whatever we do, God will judge us at the end of our tenure, or when we go back to Him finally. I'm assuring you, sir, we will do everything to vote wisely. And I'm sure you are one of the presidential aspirants that will be respected and will held in high regards. And in Kano here, as far as 1984, I know the statistics show He was her 40% of Kennedy in Kano. And I'm sure now it is more than that. So please, sir, when you are successful, remember Kano. Help us help Kano to come back to its economic prosperity, stability, security, and whatever. Thank you so much.
Mr. Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, has also responded to the new Nigerian People Party counterpart, Rabiu Kwankwaso, over his statement that the Northerners will not vote for any presidential aspirant from the Southeast. Kwankwaso, who had earlier said that the insecurity and secession agitations in the Southeast will prevent Northerners from voting an Igbo man or woman as president. If anybody from the Southeast now, under the circumstances, become the presidential candidate of our party or any other party, the implication is that because of the activities in the regions and many other issues that are real on the ground, Northern voters will certainly go for their Northern candidates in any other part of the country. In response to a question of if he will agree to be Obi running mate in the event that the NNPP and Labour Party enter into an alliance ahead of 2023 presidential coming election. However, Obi, during an interview on Arise TV on Wednesday, punctured Kwankwaso claims and attributed such comments by him and some allies to the many challenges facing the country. Details in the video.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning, and good morning for inviting me.
So let's start off with those comments from Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, presidential flag bearer of the NNPP. He said several things, including the fact that the North will not vote for you, Peter Obi, that they would rather vote for a Northern candidate. He also talked about the fact that the Southeast has problems, in quotes, such that the North will not be voting for a person from the Southeast. What's your take on that?
Well, the comments from my respected elder brother, Kwankwaso, is the reason why we have 100 million Nigerians living in poverty. The reason why we have 18 million Nigerian children out of school. It is the reason why we have over 55% of Nigerians in under unemployment ladder. It's the reason why we have all the problems, why Nigeria is insecure. Because rather than vote for competence, we will choose to vote for incompetence based on a primitive consideration of ethnicity and religion. Tell me, today you can't travel from Abuja to Kaduna by air, by road, by train. Is it because somebody from the Southeast is in charge? You can't travel from Abuja to Minna by road. Is it because somebody from the Southeast is in charge? Yesterday we had an attack by bandits on the presidential convoy in Katsina. Is it because the president from Southeast is in charge? Show me where you can buy food cheaper, you have uninterrupted electricity, or people are prospering in the north because Northerners are in power, in the southwest because they're in power, and in the southeast. What we've chosen to do in this country, we will consistently hire vehicle drivers to fly the Nigerian aeroplane instead of hiring qualified pilots. My commitment is let us campaign and deal with the issue of the problems of the country. There's a lot of problems besieging this country. If you don't know today, this country will soon default in their debt service. Now we'll be rated junk status. That's what should be preoccupying us now. Our schools, universities are shut down, and we're talking about who will vote for. Let's deal with the issues. This election will not be based on my turn. It will not be based on ethnicity. It will not be based on religion. It will be based on the Nigerian agenda to save this Nigeria. Nigeria is in coma. And you need a specialist. And that is what I'm offering. To save his life or he will die. It is not about whether this person. I'm appealing to people to vote to save Nigeria. And to save Nigeria is to hire the best. I don't want people to vote for me because I'm from the Southeast. I don't want people to vote for me because I'm from South-South, or I'm from Southwest or Northwest or Northeast or North Central. I want them to vote for P2B because he's a Nigerian who is competent to start pulling Nigeria out of the mess.
I came across this particular interview, and I want you guys to watch this interview with me and see how things is going and how they are preparing for this 2023 presidential election.
And the voting popularity. The most important one to win an election is the voting popularity.
Correct.
And for those,
and that is what Peter Obi has in excess.
No,
more than anybody
those
else.
who will say that almost 2 or 3 times now Peter Obi has gone to Anambra State, and every of his candidates has lost the election there. And so that has been tested. Does he have the voting popularity?
The Peter Obi of those years is the same person, but his status is different from what he is today. Peter Obi today is at the pinnacle, is at the apex, is leading a revolution, a political revolution in the country, which is being propelled by the strength, energy, motivation, zeal, and capacity of Nigerian youth. Anybody, underestimates this, we have himself to blame. It is not Peter Obi anymore.
Yeah.
It has gone beyond Peter Obi. Do you understand my point? It has gone far, far beyond Peter Obi. People in villages, look, I've seen people, they are not worried about posters. They are painting the frontage of their houses like in a poster form, putting Peter Obi's picture there. Has that ever happened in this country before?
I know there is, you know why? As much as it's very interesting to speak with you, because you're a fantastic person when you're speaking about these issues, there are 2 tanks that I see that embed in Dr. Okupe. There's the one that knows the issue and the ones that want to speak what Dr. Okupe wants to speak. Tonight, I'd like you to speak from the best part of those 2 tanks. Now, I respect
you.
I respect your knowledge of Nigeria's politics. You've been around for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Now, you do know that winning an election is not just by popularity. You have to have
Correct.
You have to have the structure.
Correct.
It has been tested over the years.
Buhari was popular, has been popular, and he lost the election 3 times.
CPC, ANPP,
Correct.
never been
You are
able
very
to.
correct.
Now, the question now is, even the Jonathan of this world who lost the election based on the crisis in PDP, where because some of the structure of the party, they lost the structure and they lost election. And the NPDP, members of the PDP at the time who left, were because of APC's triumph, because
Correct.
they gave. So the question is that, does Mr. Peter Obi have that kind of structure? Now, the question is, does the Labour Party has any kind of state that it controls right now? Structure to win an election, very important in our politics.
Sheung, I'll be very honest with you, and I'll be very honest with fellow Nigerians. I'm going to speak the truth here. Peter Obi is just a man for this season. He's a man that presently all the elements for victory is totally, completely, positively mixed with him. Now, Peter Obi is coming more ahead of any other candidate with 5 states from the Southeast. That's the platform.
You think he will win 5 states?
Oh, look, you can't, I don't want to start to mention names here. Some people try to hold some discussions and they were talking about some other candidates and all that. People told them to chase them away. These are SY leaders in the Southeast. I can tell you for free, and I mean it, and I'm not being frivolous, that if 1 million votes comes out of Southeast, Peter Obi will take 850,000. I'm telling you for a fact.
But
if not 900.
that will make him a regional president.
No, let
he
me
cannot
go
even
on.
win. Okay,
let me go on.
Yeah.
Now, you move to the south. You move to the southwest. You move to the southwest. I've just coming from home.
Iperu, which is a village. No. I mean, Iperu is a village.
That is not the subject matter of this discussion. You and I will meet after this. We'll sort that one out. I'm telling you, sir, that in the southwest, the avalanche of movements and persons and groups that are saying, Doctor, some who are my age are saying, doing, we are with you and we're behind you. There's no way Peter Obi will score less than 40 to 45% of total votes cast in the southwest. Take it from me.
Has that ever been tested?
Look, I never make political postulations and fail. It hasn't happened in 40 years. Ask those who know me. When NRC was going to lose, I wrote a piece of proposition and I gave it to the national chairman. And I said, we are going to lose this coming election because of this, because of this, because of that. President Jonathan, on the 13th of October, 2014, I gave him a document that if we are not able to do this and this and this and this, we will lose this election. It is a natural gift with me. I can objectively look at political situations and hazard guess.
It's 8 months before the election. How many states do you think Peter Obi can win?
Peter Obi will win in nearly 50% of the states in the country and get 25% in more than 24 states in the country.
Now,
let me tell you this. I am the first to admit that his penetration is convincing in the south, all right? But not yet so in the north. I will put penetration of the obedience movement in the north to about 15-20%. But you see, from next week, when we announce it's strategic. When we announce the vice president, the real vice president, who's going to be a northerner, all right? He is going to be the arrowhead of rooting the north. And, the northern youth are ready for a new direction.
We need to close this
for
conversation.
A new statement.
Yeah. PDP controls 15 states. APC controls 19
These
states.
are dead parties. Don't even worry. When I was with Obasanjo, right? ACN controlled virtually the entire of the southwest. In one election, they lost everything except Lagos. So, the political dynamics of this country is not such that you can go and be, like...
So you'll beat the APC in the 19th state, you beat the PDP in the 15th state.
APC, we are not going to beat PDP because they will on their own self-destruct,
all right,
collapse.
If it's your first time coming across our video, take a moment of your time to subscribe. For all our returning subscribers, may God continue to bless you for supporting the growth of this channel. Guys, I always appreciate if you comment and hit the subscribe button. Until we meet again, peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Oh. Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Plan B TV.